slow is also a bad word.
But I just feel like there's moments when you're acting kind of, when you say the science isn't real. So instead of saying you're acting.
We got a whole video going on.
I know.
You know,
I can
a whole one.
You're
a
not,
whole one.
A whole one.
A whole one.
See, I'm trying to help you. Instead of bleeping it, you're not acting. You're acting slow.
So who am I sitting across? I don't even know who this
Now
hoe
he got to
is.
blur it.
My name. What do you mean blur it?
Blur her goddamn mouth.
You gotta blur my mouth?
Yes.
Yeah.
The same way you saw that video with the white girl and they bleep racism.
Can I just say for a moment here, you guys act like I'm a Caucasian woman saying nigga. Like, we just decided that we weren't saying
You are a healthy
anymore.
woman saying the R word. It's the same thing.
Oh, so they ain't healthy? Yo, bro, you wildin',
You
son.
have literally said.
I don't understand y'all.
Okay, can we get off of this goddamn topic before they fucking cancel us?
But I can't say.
You know,
I don't even know what the first one was.
me neither, and I ain't listening to
Nah,
that
just don't
either.
try.
It starts with an M and ends with a T.
I couldn't.
I don't know what she's talking about.
I don't know either.
She said fidget.
You know that's a word?
Fidget
Yeah,
is a
so
word.
is maggot. But I'm not saying the word.
Oh, you're saying maggot with the F.
You're doing a lot.
Yeah, wow.
You're doing a whole lot right now. Do you want to start off?
I'm just saying, if she can say idjit, I can't say.
We are
First of all-
only the second month into 2020 and she wants us to be canceled. She wants us to be canceled as
I
if...
want to know. This is a teaching. Google it really quick.
No, Eden, you're not going to Google it.
Hold on.
No,
Actually, I think I can stamp this right now. Because also, if
you're not on a mic, Benson. Why are you talking? You are not going to ruin our audio quality by just randomly... There we go. Boom. See, we're trying to up our
He was like,
production
damn, they
value
about to
here.
kick me out of this room.
what is it? Like if I say the R word to a person that is an R word, can they say something back? That's why I don't say the R word around them. You know. For
Can
example.
they say something back?
Like, can they speak back to you? If a little person's right here and I start saying that word, he could talk back and start saying, "You big ass."
Ben-
motherfucker."
Oh, that word. Wait, you can't. Okay, I'm gonna say because I don't think that's crazy. You can't. Yeah, don't call somebody a midget. That's fucked
But you
up.
can say the word.
Midget,
but no,
but that's-
because look, you can't say nigga even if you're not calling someone a nigga. We don't want white people to say nigga in a rap song.
That's okay. No,
So
that's
you
no
can't
doubt.
sit here and say you could say midget without calling someone a
I'm
midget.
sorry, but like
That's a good point.
They two don't weigh the same. Yes, they're disenfranchised people, but the two do not weigh the same. You know how I know? Because people can't even say nigga. They say the N word. He just said midget.
But you want me to say the M word, and you just said it.
I am.
And you don't say the F word, and we can't let no one else say the F word. You bleep the F word if anyone said it on this show ever in our day in history. And so therefore, shut your goddamn mouth up
So
with
then
this
why do you
argument.
say midget?
Because my friends have called me a midget.
See, that's
Bro,
fucked up
but
because
not
you're
only
not.
that,
You're not
but
actually
technically
a dwarf, which is
no.
which
So
is
here's
the proper
thing.
term.
Here's the thing, right? I'm technically 2 inches away from being
Oh,
a
are you
legal
legally?
midget.
Oh, wow, okay.
A midget is
But it's
more
not
like,
a legal
but I'm,
midget,
but
bro. It's not a
But if
legal
you
or
don't
illegal
call-
one. It is dwarfism.
It's dwarfism,
but
exactly.
it's a legal midget. So legal midget isn't a thing.
No,
But like I could get a handicap sticker. That's why I swear.
No, yeah,
That's
no.
why
The concept
I
is
felt
yes.
like the word wasn't a big deal because midget is a slur.
Okay, you could say retarded, but you're not. It's the intent. Remember we talked about this?
Intent-
Retardation
what is it?
is
What
a
is it?
real word,
What is it?
but midget isn't.
Intent versus. What did?
Oh,
what,
he did have a good
what did he
point.
just?
Yeah,
What
we
did
did.
Ryan just say?
He said intent versus impact.
Yeah, impact.
And see,
'Cause
ain't
if you're
nobody
saying it to
impacted
be
with me being
problematic,
2
that's
inches
different.
away from being a legal one. So as long as I'm not
But
saying
you
it.
don't. But that's not even the actual proper term.
So what is someone who's 4'11" and under legally called?
A dwarf.
Not a dwarf. That bro.
Yes,
don't
it
nobody
It's a
be-
dwarf. A dwarf is a proper. It's the proper
Proper term.
terminology.
That's bullshit.
What's
I ain't
that
heard
show
that
called?
since Snow White.
What's the show?
Oh, wait.
Wow.
I know it
Yo.
says dwarf, yo.
You just came on us from our
What do
retarded.
little people want to be called?
Little people. Are you really asking Siri this? This is not the way we need to start 20. We about to get canceled.
I'm on the wrong show.
Here we are. We're literally having nothing but meetings about how to up the production of Whoreible Decision, and yet you're about to get us canceled. As if we weren't just featured in Essence, as if we're not trying to move up in goddamn society, and now we about to be canceled.
Yeah,
Hold
but we
on,
got
there's an
content
FAQ section on the Little People of America site.
No, yeah, see.
What are the comments? Right? What is a midget? There we go. In some circles, it's used as midget is the term used for a proportionate dwarf. However, the term has fallen into disfavor and is considered offensive by most short people.
Right.
Okay.
Because at one point the word retarded was actually fine, but then as it aged, it became as an offensive
But
word.
everything is sensitive and offensive to
Yeah.
mad people.
Oh, no
Hold
doubt.
on. Okay, such terms dwarf, little person, LP, and person of short stature are all acceptable. But most people would rather be referred to by their name. Okay, well,
By
I get
their
it.
name. Here we go with this
I mean, that's not a
bullshit.
bad point either.
Here we go with this shit.
Okay, so
goddamn.
here's when I found out that we couldn't say. I found out we couldn't. When this girl on fucking Twitter was talking about how Donald Trump said it.
Donald Trump said what?
Retarded.
He called someone retarded or something. But I thought that he did.
And
the
you're just
mock-
gonna keep saying this R word that you
shit.
just called the R word.
You guys
Fine.
can come at me for it, but I know
Okay.
I'm not saying it in the wrong
But
way.
no, well, retardation is a real word, right? Like that's the thing. So, but here's the thing. I thought when they said that they were talking about him doing that mocking the disabled reporter, which that was disgusting.
Yeah, that was fucked up. Yeah,
But I'm like, oh, he said the word? Because sometimes I feel like some niggas be acting.
Oh, you see, but you're
Bro.
doing it
But
different
see,
though.
Impact versus intention.
Right.
That means if a nigga is acting, you saying it in a bad way, that means he acting like, oh, and we can't really say that.
Yeah, I can hear this.
Oh, you can hear me even though I'm not saying it.
Obviously, we have really
That
good
was
Can I
microphones.
also say, I feel like someone on YouTube is gonna be like, damn, these hoes retarded as fuck.
Okay, see, this is not how I wanted. Okay, anyways, guys, I guess, do you want to update them on anything? 'Cause-
Ooh, not
so
on the
I
other.
have a crazy ass sex story.
Oh, right.
With things that I've never done before, but I'm actually gonna bring it up during the kink of the week, which, by the way, will be our last kink of the week. If you guys haven't noticed, over the last couple episodes, we've been playing with other different things to replace our kink of the week, as there's about 260 and change, and we've pretty much gone through them as we've had over 200 episodes
Y'all
between.
should see me watch like a health show.
Yeah,
If
literally
they
to try to
ever
get new
say-
shit.
I'm like, oh, I know what that is. It's a hyper. Like, I fucking look crazy. Last night I'm watching Sex Explained on the couch with my nigga, and he's like, what the fuck is going on? I'm sitting there with a pen, getting ready for tomorrow's episode. Like, wow, 80% of Asians masturbate to white people. Like, I'm really like, this is my goddamn job to know that bukkake might just be cumulomophilia. You know what I'm saying? That's not it, but also that's not it because we ran out of kinks.
So this episode, we are going to go down quite a few of the kinks. Now, I didn't want to say that we've done them all, but the ones that we talk about on this episode, y'all going to be like, what? Who? Like, we going to be just as confused as y'all.
I mean, like, that shit is...
No.
Son,
See,
I
yo,
don't
what is wrong with
understand.
her, yo? Everything. First off, everything. I do want to bring in one of our new segments, and we haven't came up with the name, so if y'all can think of a cooler name, we've been going with hoe facts, like car facts, but they facts about sex that they didn't teach
because
you.
it's FACTS or FAX.
But,
If it's,
I mean, we could play with facts the same way we
I think
play
that'd
with
be cool, though.
hoes
I
and
feel like
hoe
if it's
and
a
hoe.
hoe facts, it's like a rundown of your pussy. That makes sense.
But that's only
Oh.
because we attach it to car facts. But this is still
So,
hoe.
like, really a horrible decision. Like, you're about to give us your hoe facts from, like, oh my God, we
This
could
is
call
a
our
hoe-
ketchup the hoe facts.
We are 3 years into this goddamn shit, and you want to just name the goddamn ketchup? Hoe fact, bitch! If you don't shut your goddamn,
shit.
the one who doesn't like the outline now just wants to
Oh
name
my
our
God.
ketchup
But
portion.
that should be fun.
I do want to say, so this one is actually really interesting. So this sex fact comes from BuzzFeed.com. Ancient Roman women would use the sweat scraped from gladiators' skin as an aphrodisiac. Romans didn't use soap, as most white people don't today. That wasn't in the. I'm sorry. I added that. That was an ad lib. They preferred to cover themselves in oil and then scrape the accumulated sweat and dirt off of themselves with a sharp tool called a strigil. Many aristocratic Roman women would have had the hots for a specific gladiator in much the same way as people have crushes on celebs today. So they would actually buy their gladiator's body grease and use it as a moisturizer and lubricant.
Oh, wait, but that must be where it's like buy your bathwater. The term came from. Also,
well, no, you
Benson,
drink-
did
you
you look
drink
at Mandy
bathwater.
like that? Because she said a striggle?
Is it not a struggle?
I don't know, but he went like this.
No, one of you guys just follow me. She's
Bad?
You're a thought.
This is it.
By the-
I mean, follow
You know
us.
what? And we just upped everybody's pay, and I'm saying right now, if you guys start fucking fans, it's going back down.
I mean, I'm not trying to say, add me, I think you added, but hey, all right.
You know, hey. Now, it's funny because a lot of people have been like, ooh, who's the male voice that we hear now?
It's Benson. That's his. I'm
No,
Benson.
nigga, it's Eden. So I wanted to ask you,
It's
what-
to Benson's credit. I think that they're only like standing for Benson because he's the darker one, and just
I can't-
it's an
I can't
easier
with this
play
shit.
into.
I can't with you.
Probably not.
Don't toss me in there.
I wanted to ask you, what celebrities sweat?
Beyonce?
You would masturbate with Beyonce sweat?
Beyonce knows.
As lubricant?
Beyonce, Queen B. Yeah. Okay, if you want a
Are there
man,
any men?
OBJ?
There's just so many. You want me to go white, black, and Asian? Which ones? Okay. So,
Let's go by race.
okay, let's go white guys. After watching the Oscars, I remembered how fine Brad Pitt was. Like, it came back to me. And I was like, God damn.
Okay, so your white male sweat that you would use as lubricant and moisturizer is Brad Pitt. My white guy would be, this is really hard.
You like Jason
Oh,
Momoa?
Jason, he's not white technically. He's going to be other. Jake Gyllenhaal.
What?
Oh my God. And his eye be
I
lazy
told you
in
I
some
saw
movies.
him with his dog in the
just-
East Village.
His eye, there's something with his eyes in some movies. Like, look, see, he got like a little, his eyes be looking a little crazy. He be having like a little lazy eye sometimes. But he is so fine to me.
His teeth are, he got that no lip, but it's kind of hot.
He definitely has the no lip.
Oh, like, who's that guy like Justin Trudeau? He's hot too.
So Jake Gyllenhaal would be my white man. Who would be the
What?
That's Prime Minister of Canada, right?
Justin. No, I'm sorry. I mean the guy from Leftovers that dated Jennifer Aniston.
who would be
Wait, what's his name?
your Latina
Thoreau.
or your Latino
Or both.
that you want their sweat as moisturizer or lubricant?
Sharon says Afro Latino. Let me get
He
his.
don't count.
Okay.
He's definitely black.
He identifies as Afro Latino.
But you could, okay.
I
You know
really
what?
can't think of a. Oh my God, the guy from Good Girls. Pull him up. Fuck me in the ass. Oof.
Which one am I
Good
doing?
Girls, Spanish guy. Pull him up. Him and his wife are fine as fuck. His wife is black. She fine as fuck. That nigga right there, Manny.
Oh.
Oof. Get him on a Good Girl shit with them tats on his neck. Oh, I want to suck his dick, bro.
Okay, so the only Spanish guy that I
Manny
can
Montana.
think of,
Put Manny Montana wife. Oof.
bro, they can't see this. This isn't fair to our listeners.
Google it with us.
No. They're at work. They're at their desks or they're not at their
Nobody's
desks.
holding it like a phone
It
to their
doesn't matter.
ear.
They don't want it. You're just, oh my God, this guy. They can't see this unless they're watching us on
Okay,
YouTube.
so then why are we talking about guys we want to fuck?
Because they still know names. You ain't got to Google
Oh
each
my
one.
God, we watched the Penguin get in a whole fight once.
That's different than you just saying all
What
these niggas'
the
names.
fuck?
You know what I mean? It's different. They can look up the Penguin
No,
fight.
what the fuck did you just say?
We watched the Penguin get in a fight when Andrew was here.
Oh,
we watched
yeah.
the Penguin get in a fight once, and everybody was laughing, even though they couldn't see
Yeah,
it.
it's because I had to sit here and say what was going on. I literally
That
had
is
to
funny,
direct it
actually.
like I was fucking Morgan Freeman.
Okay.
For our listeners who listen without visually seeing us.
Mandy Freeman.
Mandy Freeman, I kind of like that. I better age like that nigga. I'm gonna be. Okay, so the Spanish guy.
God complex. Might be
saying,
Mandy.
I'm just saying I don't know many Spanish people. Clearly, I only like black guys. So the Spanish guy that I think is really hot is, and I think he died. He was on Power, maybe season 1 or 2. He was one of the bad guys. You don't have to look him up. He has a tattoo on his neck. He fine. I don't know his name. But if you watch Power, he was a part of the crew.
Damn, you remember one? I mean, same.
Just one.
Just one.
Oh, Asian guy I want to fuck. The one from Crazy Rich Asians. Oh, fuck.
Which one?
The main one.
See, and I don't have Asians either. So black guys, I have a list.
That guy. And you know, it's fucked up because a few of my Asian friends, they was like, oh, of course they got the whitest, prettiest, most American looking Asian. And I'm like, you know, start me off slow. Oh, shit.
So what's crazy
Oh, I
though
want
is
Juntao from Rush Hour.
When I lived in Asia, what's crazy is I was talking to just a lot of the locals, and they have their colorism ideologies the same way we do. So like they treat Malay and Thai a lot different because and Filipinos because they're normally aesthetically darker. And then in terms of even the airlines, so Singapore Airlines and a lot of the Asian airlines will not hire you unless you are very, very white, to the point where I
What?
literally had to have my friends bring me deodorant and soaps because when I lived in Asia, everything has whitening ingredients in them.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Because as in terms of standards of beauty,
Right.
they still, I know we call them the European standards of beauty, but even in Asia, the
Right.
lighter
it
your
is
skin
the
is.
European standard of beauty. The
But
Asians
even
also.
there too, Asian.
So we have black people are right, when we have issues with our own skin, it's because of European standards of beauty. So when
Asians the same way.
because there is this hierarchy of whiteness and what it means and who's beautiful and whatever. And so everyone is like, they almost model their bullshit out of it, except for, to be honest, Africans.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, they just really don't. I mean, we see it in almost every culture. I mean, I'm sure in some places in Africa, of course, but I think the only place I've ever seen, weight or hair or skin just celebrated so much is in African cultures. You got to go to the fucking motherland to feel like that.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. Although, I will say, I did have a great time when I did go to Africa, but even in Africa, that is still there. So I went to South Africa, and they were colonized by, I believe, the Germans, someone in Europe.
Right.
And
one of whiteness.
Yeah, it's very the same is very there with colorism, but also just racism between black and white people. And that's I've shared with you guys about going to the museum and studying the apartheid and what is it, the Sewanee, I think.
I'm not too sure.
I'm trying to think of the township.
Ain't Sewanee a river in Florida?
It was in Johannesburg. I'm not sure. Maybe Soweto. Sorry, I think it was Soweto. Soweto was the township in South Africa.
Oh
anyway,
my God, is that camera on me? I haven't even been sitting upright.
Girl, it's fine.
No, I want to start looking cuter because like I
already
again
look cute.
this week had someone tell me how much cuter I was in person than YouTube, and I'm sick of it. So
who said that?
I mean, what?
He didn't realize how he said it, but he did. He was
They
like,
be knowing how they say shit.
Nah, niggas don't.
Niggas know how they say shit.
Oh, I know.
He was like, yo, I be watching y'all every week, and like, you real pretty in person, like, for real. Like, because I watch y'all every week.
Low-key,
and when
we
he
don't
said
be
that for
knowing.
the second time, I was like, wow, he means because, bitch, step it up.
I'm dead. For this week's vanilla shit, guys, this one actually Weezy brought into our group chat. So if you guys didn't know, this is for the men listening. And ladies, I don't know if y'all care, but testicles have taste buds.
Benson brought it up.
Benson brought it up. Oh, shit. This is what Benson looks up during his spare time. Testicles have taste buds that can detect sweet flavors, and they're essential for reproduction. Scientists, fuck them niggas, despite being a long way from the mouth, taste receptors on the testicles and anus can also detect the savory taste of umami, the amino acid in soy. I want to bring up this article. This article comes from Daily Mail. In the UK, I don't know why that's pulling up on your shit. But it says...
We're international out here.
It says that studies of taste bud in mice have unearthed this surprising finding. Taste receptors are found all over the body, including in the anus. And scientists say findings show testicular taste buds are linked to fertility.
Is that why people do drugs up their ass? No, it's because it hit the bloodstream.
No,
yeah, that's for the bloodstream.
It's not like you could taste it.
Well, it's interesting because if any of you guys came to our Boston show, our DC show, or our Philly show, our vanilla shit was condoms that had flavor. And I think one of the things that we brought up was if that would even affect your pH. Like, can your ass or your vagina be turned off by flavor?
That I hate when we are, as a people, predictable, but even I too, act very...
Very what? Because you act a lot of things. I don't want to put words.
Yeah, don't put words into your mouth.
No words.
Stereotypical.
Okay.
Because we asked the audience, what would y'all want as a flavor?
Bitch,
now specifically DC and me too. I said a chicken miso ramen. So I get in the crowd and everybody.
She did. Hold on. She did.
It was what I was hungry for at the time. And honestly, everybody in the crowd had a different variation of chicken. One was chicken and waffles. One wanted the chicken sandwich. One girl even tapped me because I try to hear people's answers before they say it. Right. She was like, I'd love a Cajun pasta like for chicken. And I'm like, do we have anything else?
Well, I said something else because you don't want to let me be great. I said I would love
Hennessy?
an oxtail gravy tasting condom.
Also very
What is wrong with oxtail gravy, bitch? I asked for oxtail gravy on my chicken, on my goat, on my rice. It don't matter if I don't even get oxtail. I want the oxtail gravy all over all my shit.
It's oily. It's good.
The consistency and another consistency.
No, it's the flavor.
We've got
the flavor too.
Listen. Black people that have never tried a weird ass food, let's do it this week.
You don't want it.
If you've never had an octopus, try that motherfucker.
I was at the airport. It's
if you've never had veal,
you had airport octopus.
Don't do this. It's really actually good, and it
If
was
you're talking about
$19.
JFK, that JetBlue terminal.
Yes, bitch,
Prado
it's good.
or
Well,
so-
I got it's
I know
fly
the
Delta.
Spanish tapas one.
It's
Tapas.
so good though.
I fly Delta
It's a
too.
char grilled
I said tapas.
octopus tentacle,
char-grilled.
and it's fucking delicious. And it comes
sounds
with little
delicious.
parsnips and potatoes, and it's delicious.
Bro, I
Sounds good.
eat fucking octopus all
Day.
week.
Oh.
Like no bullshit. Like whenever I'm in like a Spanish country, Spanish speaking country,
Pulpo.
excuse me. Ugh, Hispanic, Latino. I'm like trying, you guys. Okay, I'm whatever.
We the best, yo.
Thanks. So anyway, octopus, right? Because you know what I'm saying, like water and shit. Bro, when you go to any time,
See, I want lobster when I go to any island or a place with water, especially because lobster is very different depending on the coast or the water they're coming from. I love me a lobster.
Would you do lobster flavored condoms?
that's too
Wait,
fishy.
So this is the thing. No, it's not. I love the taste of lobster.
you don't want fish on a
But
dick, right?
No, I'm fine with a lobster flavored condom if the melted butter is included. So
Okay, that'll amp it up.
I need the melted butter on top of my goddamn lobster. Okay, so if I can have melted butter lobster condoms, yes, sign me the fuck up.
Why the fuck did I say miso ramen?
Why?
You were hungry for miso ramen.
Okay. Oh yeah.
'Cause
but-
that's
But you know
salty.
what it is? Before the
Word.
shows, I'm always just trying to drink like a juice because I'm like, okay, well, like if I eat food, I'll get too sluggish and I want to like, whatever. But that DC show, my nigga, I remember walking up to someone's table and she was like, "Oh, I have a question for Homemeal," and I was
Here
like,
you
"Oh."
go with your white shit. This is the white shit she does.
I was like,
Please,
"Can I
please.
have a what?"
Bro, drinking after people.
I didn't drink after her. Maybe I did.
You did.
But no, I ate off her plate.
She was like, I'm thirsty. Can I get a drink? And drunk the goddamn I
did
called her a
that?
customer. An audience member. Yes.
When?
White ass. Don't say when like you ain't suck a bitch's breast milk out of her titty.
Shut, Mandy.
Bro, she be doing some white ass shit. I be like, the caucasity jumps the fuck out.
I also would just like to say that I'm a
I have
very.
no words.
I might sound
Right? No, bitch. I be on stage
I
like
might sound a little.
this is a
Mandy
black ass
in this
show.
episode because
Wow.
now I'm saying some problematic shit. One and two, I feel like I have been the almost woke one, but I'm starting to fall asleep, and I'm gonna tell you why.
You sleep as fuck. Sleep.
I'm like really just tired of the pressure. So I would rather be canceled by 20 than trying to be woke enough for 20.
I don't know. Out of wokeness, I feel like she does it the best. Sorry.
Who?
The rest.
You do it the best.
Who?
Out of wokeness, yeah, you.
Me.
Yeah.
I don't like that pressure. I
Oh.
think I am too. And I've also had
I don't think you that woke, honestly.
I don't
If we
think-
really gonna
I
talk
don't think
about
I'm
woke. I don't even like the word woke.
I think I'm
look
fake
at
woke.
Ed, look, Eden just trying to stir the
I'm
pot.
fake woke when I want to be, because Mandy just be like, I don't give a fuck, whatever, and I'll be like, no, but.
But see,
but now I'm kind of tired of being that person.
I just think I know that I'm not
That's
going to
exhausting.
please every listener with every opinion that I have. And
course
so if
not.
we're having a conversation about something, it's not fuck that shit, I don't care. Da, da. It's more so like, I know someone's gonna disagree. And I'm not gonna say what I think is politically correct or what the woke, opinion is, because I
That's
think
you.
that we've gotten this far with sharing our opinions on stuff. And are people gonna hate what the fuck we say? Hell fucking
I
yes.
guess my main priority with my fake woke shit is, one, I am a feminist through and through. So
And
that
see, I don't identify as a feminist. I'll do like women empowerment. Look, I don't even know how to
Sorry,
say it.
it's the-
Feminist.
Feminist,
okay.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
so
the
you
problem.
identify as that, I don't.
I actually recently went on a whole fucking rant on Twitter because I really feel like there's a lot of fake feminists because of how they'll like get on this weird, like, okay, so misandry is like hating men, right?
Yes.
And it's always associated with feminism, which is why a lot of people don't like to call themselves feminists. And that's why
I
I'm
love
kind
me
of
some
tired
dick.
of fake feminists on Twitter. And I'm new to Twitter. I've only had it for like 6 months. But like I just see so many girls get on these hate trains. And I'm like, bro, like y'all fuck all these niggas, talk shit about them just on Twitter because like the other girls that like are cool on Twitter will retweet your shit, but you're not really real feminists, because if you were, you wouldn't talk shit about other women on Twitter. And it's like they like downplay other women and call them this and call them that, but then they're feminists because they all hate men. And it's like, that's not what feminine is at all. It's about being able to be a woman that supports other women and equality for that sex.
If
Now-
you want to hear me disagree about all the different terms, listen to any of our feminism episodes. I think those are the episodes where I'm just the most like, what? But it doesn't make sense. To me, just everything.
Because it's simpler than
I just
we
don't
make
like.
it.
But even when we get on and you sit here and say, as feminists, we support all women, but then we sat on this platform with someone else who identified as a feminist, and then we separate white feminism and black feminism instead of just making it all women. Then feminists dissect from being a white woman and being a black woman. So is it all women?
It's much like being an advocate for the LGBTQ community and needing to be an advocate for our trans sisters. That is what white and black feminists are. They are excluded a lot of the time from the conversation with LGBTQ people, right? Or we're like all about the gay men, but like trans people, you know what I mean? Or like we don't care about them losing their lives. That is the difference with feminism and black women, because a lot of feminists don't even realize that they are excluding black girls, which is why when she came on here and we talked about that, it did make sense, because there does people have this jaded view and skewed view of feminism. Women know that they love women and they want women to win, but they forget about the road and journey for black women. And that is why there is a difference. It's so and look at me back on my woke shit.
But see,
say?
even when I hear people talk like this, I just be like, ugh. And I say this to say because
but then you say the same thing. You just say it a different way.
But I don't identify as a feminist because
you know and acknowledge that black girls.
I get that, but I want to say, like, even in terms of when I hear people speak and identify as whether it's woke feminists or even people who are Black Lives Matter or like black women who say, oh my God, I support my black kings, I'm here with black kings, and then they date white men, and the same with black. Like, to me, there's just hypocrisy. And I think all of these people, in terms of when they decide to identify as in a certain class or something. So to me, I come on here, I say my opinion every week. You're going to like it, you're not going to like it. Over the last 3 years, I've grown in how I thought of things. And so to me, the same way certain people in sexual orientations don't want to be labeled as one thing because there is a Kinsey scale of, there's a scale of sexuality. I feel like that's how it is with if you identify as a feminist. To me, there is a scale of it. And so to me, that's not really one thing.
We're watching feminists do awful shit, quote unquote.
Yeah,
not fake
but even woke people. Like, if we talk about Black Lives Matter and the movement that's created, we still have the same people that will ride and die with black people until we get to black gays or black trans. And so there's never really a full gauge on. I don't want to say exclusivity.
You don't think that a single label
no,
will really
I
truly
think that
define.
each person, if you're going to sit here and be a feminist and say all women, then let's not sit here and, separate between white and black and Latina. Or let's not, sit here and say, well, those people don't stick up for trans women. And then the same with Black Lives Matter. If you care about black lives, you should also care about black trans lives, black gay men lives. Like, and I think that in these umbrella
the thing too.
terms,
it's like you won't be the hypocrite if you're not.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. To me, it just, they say these words
if
to
you're
make
a supporter
it
of trans women, which you are,
Right.
you've had them on the show. Ironically, we both were missing. But I think that's the thing, though. The hypocrisy is not me and it's not you if we both support these people. It's just the people that could make us look bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I just watched that episode of The Office last night of Diversity Day. Does anyone
Diversity,
remember that one?
That's like season 1.
Yeah, season 1. It's the second
Love
fucking
that shit.
episode when she
I ain't gonna hold you. On Netflix now, I ain't watching shit else until there's at least 2 seasons. Because you get into season 1, then you gotta wait a whole fucking year to see.
You got a whole 9 for The Office?
You just wait.
RuPaul shit, but I can't.
No, wait until there's at least 2 seasons for any goddamn thing, because you binge watch something, 12 episodes later, you gotta wait a whole fucking year to watch a new season. So I'm not watching shit else on Netflix unless it's 2 seasons.
I want to binge something for the rest of my life, like Grey's Anatomy, but I haven't started it because I don't want the
Dexter.
emotions.
Dexter's
It's 8 long ass seasons, bitch. You can binge Dexter for a while, and if you liked You, it's the You before You.
Interesting.
The way he speaks on his thing, he is a serial killer that you would think is sane. Just like we think Joe is sane. He works in a fucking library. You would think he's sane, but he's really this serial killer.
Right.
Dexter
It's the smart ones.
Dexter
They're
is
too smart.
Our You. He's our Joe.
They know how to
Dexter is our
kill.
Joe.
Did you
I love Dexter.
Did you watch
Very
it?
rarely do I feel like dumb people kill. I really do. I feel like it's always people that are like highly intelligent and that can just think further ahead and that plan their
Of course.
shit. Like, I don't think it's just the average dumb motherfucker.
Ted Bundy was a fucking lawyer.
Right.
Or went to law school, at least. I don't think he got to finish. But yeah, like, absolutely. And I'm really into serial killers, so I don't watch Mindhunter. Everything about serial killers, that's what the fuck I'm into.
Netflix is making us fucking want to kill people. Okay, so the last segment. So just to make this very clear, this episode is all about our segments. You guys are going to hear the new ones like the sex facts. You're going to hear vanilla shit, old ones. And the final one is hors d'oeuvres, where we serve you up a new sex tip every week. Send them in if you want to whoreible_decisions@gmail.com. This one I like. I've never heard this, called the Kivin method. Y'all have talked about me eating pussy like basically from the side instead of face on, like turning your face, and it's called the Kivin method. And there's a main tip in here that I like where basically women are afraid to spread their labia. A lot of women feel like they shouldn't touch themselves during the act of oral sex, but you may not even be orgasming because your partner may not have easy enough access to your clitoris. So to actually let them get in there, set the scene for them. Sure, licking vulva is great, but why waste your time and risk your partner getting lost down there? Open your lips if you, as the hint
You
to
know
more
what's
clit.
crazy about that? So the guy that I'm about to talk about my little whole sex adventure with, because clearly in 2020, a bitch done had some sex.
Yes, you
so
did.
y'all can get off me about not having sex because the bitch done had some. But when I send him videos, he doesn't want me just playing with it. Like he literally asked me, open it up. Like, and he asked me to
Open
spread
up that pussy.
He asked me to spread my lips open, and I'll be like, I don't really like how it looks as much, but because I'm like, I want to see how wet I am. So I just be playing with the wetness, like spit and shit. I be like, that's cooler than just me opening shit up. And I be like, nigga, I don't want to lick in my pussy. But when you're having a partner, is he supposed to do this or
No, it's saying you. So that's the thing,
that's
right?
what I was
Like,
asking.
He could be licking your clit, but maybe you need more clit stimulation. So
you
Spread it out.
spread your like.
Spread
And I
that
think
clit.
that's also a nice non-verbal like cue. Because if I'm like lick my clit, he might really be licking it. But if it's like I got more clit, ho.
I kind of like the up,
I like that.
like up, down, left, right direction. I've gone that before. Also, I've definitely tried that after you mentioned it one time, the doing it sideways.
You had a squirming head and
I got all the compliments from that.
Dude, I have had
All the
flagrant
compliments.
listeners stop me in the street about that shit.
Yo.
And ironically, it's funny because Mandy's
Yo.
always like, you always say that tip. And I think our listeners have heard it a bunch of times, so they already know. And maybe it's majority women, so they're not
Right.
it's straight women, I think, majority of. But them niggas was like, thank
Yo.
you. So one nigga
Yo.
sent me a video.
Oh.
And even though it
Oh,
felt
nah,
like a
we're
little
not.
too much, I watched it.
Okay. Was it good?
It was good.
Okay.
And then wrote, "This is for you, Weezy," from a fake page, which I guess he probably didn't want me to know his real page, but like it was a real video.
and shout out
Who wanted you to have
I don't
that?
know if I want to shout them out, but I got a video recently of a guy bent over, and I guess she was getting ready to peg him, and she thanked me. But I'm just like, I really don't want your home videos, guys. I appreciate that y'all are getting tips from us. I don't want home videos sent to me. Wheezy, send them all to her
Hold on,
because
what's that?
she
What's that
looks
gift
like
where the girl's like, I don't know
you
yet.
want them.
I don't always reply.
But yeah, I've gotten quite a few home
But I be like-
videos, and it's just like,
So I'm gonna tell you, I don't read all DMs, but because sometimes I have mine open to everyone. So if on a story, so then so many people reply just like a LOL. So it's just whatever. But when it says sensitive material, I'll be like, this shit talking about
Quarantine.
So
I want to get in to the next segment, guys. This is going to be one of the last times we do this. And again, the horrible decision, we're going to go through quite a few kinks. So this one, I want to shout out to Kinks with Kiki. This is a BDSM term. It's called brat. And it's so funny because this plays into my amazing wild sex story that I just had recently. So brat, B-R-A-T, is normally, and y'all are going to think it's crazy because I know I'm a dom. Calm down. It was a switch. But brat is normally the submissive or bottom in a dynamic. They normally make things difficult, talk back, and or come off as if they are uninterested. So, let me tell y'all, first off, we live in New York City. Do you know I had to fly half across the country to get some goddamn penis?
half cross.
Half cross, because it was Texas.
Okay.
Full cross.
That's literally half cross. Full cross is like
Cali.
Denver, Cali, LA, Vegas, Portland,
Which you
bitch.
would have had to
Washington.
do.
Which I would have had to do. But so I went to Texas, and this came off of, so Weezy and I had scheduled a studio thing, but I had some wild, crazy things happen in my family recently, and mentally I was just like, girl, we just did the studio. I don't know if I could do it again. And so me and him are talking, and he's like, damn, you like seem really sad. You want to come to Texas? So really, I don't know if he really cared that I was going through something or he just wanted to fuck. But I was like, yeah, I could let off some steam. So I'm like,
I could go for
Nigga
some
try to act
barbecue.
like he
you know, maybe he cared. I don't know. But I was like, you know, a flight sounds good. And I know I haven't had sex in a while. This could really let off some of this, you know, the
Steam.
shit going on in my mind. So anyways, mind you, let's talk about how maybe I shouldn't have gone there because I get to Newark Airport and there's maintenance on the plane.
Oh my! It's always you.
Whoa.
Nigga, The motherfucking plane.
Let me tell y'all something. If we ever have to cancel a show because Mandy could have made it, you actually, like, no bullshit. I would really believe it. If she,
Dog, it's always, so mind y'all, I shared y'all the story how the last time, this was in December, I was ready to go get some dick and break my goddamn drought, and I stayed on the runway. I was gonna break my drought. Is that not how I say it? In my drought. Anyway, I was on my way to Denver for some dick on an $1,100 flight. Oof. To literally go to Denver for 6 hours just to fuck and leave. And I stayed on the runway for 3 hours, and they went back to the gate.
No.
And by the time I would have got to Denver, he had a game the next day, so I wouldn't have been able to fuck. It just wasn't going to work. So,
that's
anyways, back to this. So, they're doing maintenance on the goddamn plane, and I'm like, fuck, it's an hour and a half delayed. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll get a drink. 3 hours delayed. Okay, so finally I go and say, am I going to make it tonight? Like, because he had to leave the next day.
Because I've got dick to do.
No, seriously. I was like, mind you, shout out to the TSA agents at Newark Airport. I'm talking to my homegirl about how I'm about to get some dick. She's, I'm going through the clear line. And so they're like, she's good. And the TSA agent is like, I really like your show. Go get it. And I'm just like, God damn it. So anyway.
Is it JFK?
No, it was Newark.
I was going to say, all the JFK agents, I would say maybe once or twice I went and they haven't recognized me. I was with Old Bay and this girl was like, "Oh, here."
So I know we shout out, our listeners that be at their desks, the ones that don't, because Weezy said all of y'all ain't at desks. But the ones on road trips, the ones in airports, I do want to shout out the TSA agents getting a hoe on. Anyways, so I finally get on a flight the next day. I end up having them get me a fucking hotel in Jersey, because I'm like, I'm not going all the way to the Bronx to catch a 5 a.m. flight. So he has to now change his flight to leave the next day. Oof. We go through all this. So anyways, I get there. As soon as he gets in the goddamn room, he's on the phone on a business call. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll wait. Mind you, I took a shower as soon as I got to the room. So I'm in just a towel, because I'm like, damn, we in this bullshit ass hotel because they ain't have a robe. I thought it was gonna have a robe, but they didn't have a robe. I said, you know what? This ain't a top quality hotel if they don't have a robe.
So bad?
There wasn't a robe, but I had on a towel. It was a good hotel. They just didn't have a robe, and I normally like getting in hotel robes. That's all.
Me too.
I just like hotel robes.
Why you think I was acting like that about the Moxie, dog?
There was no hotel robe, so I was like, okay, I'll just stay in a towel when he gets. So he comes in. He's on the call. He's on the phone with one of his business partners, and I'm like, okay. So he gets in. As soon as he gets in, he pulled my towel off. I'm like, oh, you ready? But you're on the phone. The sexiest thing ever. The person on the phone, this white guy, just keeps on talking. So he puts the phone on mute and starts eating my fucking pussy. He sounded white. Definitely a Bill, Joe, or Bob. I don't know. But it was his business partner, and he sounded white as fuck. So he puts the phone. The guy is still talking because they have a business deal right now that's going on.
Fire.
And he starts eating my pussy. Now, y'all know I don't even like head like that. But do you know how sexy it is? He's literally eating my pussy while his business partner is on speaker now talking to him. And he starts to eat my pussy.
Quote unquote, Mandy don't even like head.
Listen. But it was like, ooh, this is hot.
The thrill.
This is so hot. So finally, it comes to the point where he has to answer his business partner. So he gets back on the phone and is like, Then he starts talking. So then I unbuckle his pants because he started eating my pussy before he even got naked. So I unbuckle his pants and start sucking his dick while he finishes the call. If you guys have not done this yet,
bro,
it's the best.
It's the funnest shit. I just did it on Sunday.
It is the best.
But you know what I can't stand? When you think they're about to hang up because you're doing really good. All right, I got to call you back. And then they start getting into some real conversation and shit.
Nigga, like, hang up. I don't want to suck your dick this long.
I get real mad, you know what I'm saying? If I'm like doing the playful, like get off the phone, dick suck. And then if they really be on the phone, I'd be like,
I was about to say, I started making noises.
And then I got so crazy with these niggas because I'll never forget how he said it. So, I mean, shit, I've been talking about me. What's up with you, dog? Yo, I wanted to bite his dick.
Yeah, no.
Are you serious?
No.
So now I'm trying to deep throat to make it work. Trying to make the most fucking noise. And
Well, while his dick is in my mouth, he mutes it again. And it's like, this nigga won't stop talking. I'm like, he's like, keep going. Keep going. So I'm sucking his dick. Finally, he ends the call. And so before I get there, mind you, I'm only telling the story because I didn't think there were more things that I could do that I haven't done before. And during this sexcapade, I did 2 new things that I've never done before.
What day?
So that's why I'm sharing. Okay, so he knew he wanted to get nasty with me, right? So I brought toys. Thank God it went through the TSA machines because I only had a book bag. I knew I was just going for one thing. I didn't have to bring much. But I did bring my womanizer for me. I brought a butt plug. I brought a dildo. I brought 2 types of lube and an outfit that I never got to get into because he just ate my pussy out the towel. So he's like, grab the toys. I'm like, nigga, in round 1? Like, I thought we were going to wait till, we just have a regular fuck now, then dinner, then we get into the nasty stuff. But he's like, no, where that shit now? So.
Where what shit?
I'm going to tell you. I did such a good job, y'all. So before he came to the room, I put it all in the nightstand. Now, I
love dressing up a scene.
But I felt some type of way. So y'all know when y'all open the drawer and there's like a Bible? I couldn't have the butt plug by the Bible. And I'm not religious, but I felt a way. I'm like, I can't put all of our sex toys near.
So what'd you do? Flip the
Jesus
Bible
Christ.
upside down?
No. I put
sick.
I put the Bible on top. Like, so it wasn't in the drawer. So when he looked in the drawer, he didn't see the Bible and the lubes and butt plugs and everything like that.
What kind of hotel is this?
What, you don't go where they have the little Bibles now.
They have Bibles, yeah.
I'll be noticing they still got them.
Yeah, and all of them. And then it's normally by the goddamn.
I must be the most agnostic
nice
bitch ever. I don't even see the Bible.
God's
No,
watching
they're
them.
normally now by the
lamp.
Yo shit that you do all the time, room service. Like it's
No,
normal.
you know I'm like I do.
Because you like room service.
It's ridiculous.
So anyways, he tells me to grab these toys, right? And I'm just like, okay, fine. We're getting right into it. So he goes to grab the butt plug. Now, this I've done before, but I told him I would let him do anal. Mind you, he's told me he's only tried anal once when he was in high school.
This I've done before.
This I've done before. So he goes and he gets the butt plug and he puts the lube on it and puts it in my ass while he's fucking me. And I'm like, oh, okay, I can do this. But it's staying. So I'm like,
Was
cool.
it a big butt plug?
No, it's the butt plug where it's like has kind of balls.
I like the ones where you could stick your finger in it so you could keep pushing it.
Oh yeah, nah. I wasn't trying to have that done.
But I use tiny baby
It
ones.
was just a regular little butt plug. So I was like, okay, this cool. So he's doing the butt plug thing with me. I'm excited. Then he goes to grab the dildo.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, okay, my booty hole ready. I'm like, it need a lot of lube because I only do anal once a quarter, but last quarter I didn't get anal done. So
Once a quarter.
Once a quarter, and I didn't do it last quarter because I was sexless.
Yeah, I guess it's like the meetings we'll have, guys.
Right?
So if you would like an update.
It's an itinerary.
So he grabs the dildo, puts lube on it, and puts it in my ass and starts fucking me now in my pussy with the dildo in my ass. So I've done this before, and you know this. I talked about my first time with DP with a toy in my ass and my pussy. So mind you, we're recording this too at this time, but I ain't, I'm not gonna. Now y'all ain't gotta hear us because we was nasty. But what we was. So here's the part that I may play.
Mandy be like high key fucking excited about her video, and I'm gonna tell you why.
What?
When we first started this show, she was seeing, was it Lawyer Bay? Yes. And she was like
24/7, but Lawyer Bay
she was
was
like, no. Here's the story. She's like, oh, I just worked out. I was like, okay, cool. Bitch, I just sucked dick after my workout. You remember that?
Oh, I do remember.
And I was like, what? No, you didn't. LOL. I see Mandy is sucking a dick on a toilet, and then I'm getting on her about the toilet,
and I was
she
like,
goes,
so?
it was closed. It was a nice hotel. It was a Gansevoort.
Whatever. Because we was both in the city, and I'm in the Bronx, and he had a situation at the time, so we had to meet up in the city somewhere. So I was like, well, my friend be staying at this nice hotel, and normally there's hotel bathrooms in the lobby. So we just met at the lobby and started sucking. Shut up. You're really judgy. Anyways, so we take the goddamn toy out, right? Here is where I experienced something for the first time. Now, it's still double penetration, but it was double vag.
Oh.
And I didn't think it. Hold on, let me see if I could just let y'all hear it. Hold on, I got real nasty.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. So wait, his dick is in me right now.
I have to listen to this.
Hold on. And I'm trying to fit my dildo in there, and it pushes his dick out. So then he puts. Hold on, I say put it in there. I get real nasty. Ooh, okay, I gotta stop it, because I moaned and I was like, whoa. So I'm not gonna lie, when I listen back to my videos, I'll be like, who is she? Bitch, you moaning like that? Don't do that, bitch. Anyways,
I was like, what is that?
eventually, he gets his dick in,
Weezy's
and then I'm
by the
like,
way.
make it fit. So listen, fuck you. It was a nice moan. Anyways, so then eventually, I fit I fit the dildo
This is so
in
weird.
my pussy at the same time that his dick is in my pussy. And that was a different feeling. Not even gonna lie to you. It felt good though. And then so he's doing the toy
How
in and
big
out
is the
while he's
dildo
fucking.
and how big is his dick?
His dick is big and he thought my dildo was big and then he put them
just show
next
her
to
the
each
video.
other. What?
Just show her
I
the
am
video.
not showing her the video. No. But my dildo
I got
is
something there.
my
I just
dildo
showed a video of me sucking dick.
right. You know, my dildo is much smaller than his dick. And I guess because he doesn't compare his penis to other penises, he didn't realize. He was like, oh, I thought that toy was bigger than mine. And we looked and it was not.
Yeah.
So anyways, so as he's doing this, it's getting kind of kinky. Damn, there was 3 things that happened. So
Hey.
at this point, he reaches over because I also brought my, what is it, hot pot? I brought wipes. And so he's fucking me. And I'm like, okay, this is fun. He reaches over while he's fucking me and grabs a wipe. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck is the wipe for? He takes the wipe and proceeds to wipe his ass to make sure that his ass is as clean as possible, I guess. And literally while he's fucking me, he's wiping his ass with these wipes. And I'm like, okay, this is different, but I guess I know what he's wanting to do. So he pulls the toy out of my vagina and his dick out of my vagina, literally gets off from the side of the bed, pulls me, and then turns around and pushes my face into his ass.
Okay.
And,
I
and
kinda thought
literally,
that's where it was
I'm
going.
literally laying on the bed. So imagine you him. I'm laying on the bed now. He's bent over with his ass
Yep, I got it.
in my face, okay? And I'm just like, and his now hand is on the back of my head, and he's stroking my dick. He's stroking his dick while my head is in his ass. And I'm like, okay, this isn't bad. I did get a little taste of the wipes at first, but then it started tasting like skin. So I was like, what? It did taste like wipes a little bit. And then I was like, okay.
And then you got over it.
But it was clean, and I liked it. You shut the fuck up.
A little baby powdery, huh?
Anyway, shut up. No, it was hot pot. So it was
Less
like it was
hot
fragrance
pot.
free.
Oh my
fragrance free.
God.
Thank you. Fragrance free.
I wiped.
Right?
I did like one of them hoe wipes the other day with a coconut wipe. And
coconut wipe?
Like it was
That
coconut.
sounds interesting.
They're feminine wipes, but they smell like coconut.
Coconut.
I don't know if that makes sense. Sorry, but anyway, an hour later, this nigga looked at me and said, "Have you been eating coconuts?" Or I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "It kind of tastes like coconut milk." I was like, "Nah, it's just not." But
You so annoying. Well, I knew his ass was fragrant free because he, prepped it for me.
Yeah.
Here is the kinky other thing that we did for the very first time, and I don't know the position that it's called, so I don't know if you can look it up.
Yeah.
I called it the cross position, of course, with the Bible sitting on the nightstand next to us, but it was out of the nightstand. It was just there on top. So I call this the cross position. This was also the first time I had ever been fucked this way. So I'm laying down on my back, and he gets on me perpendicular. Okay. To fuck me perpendicular, as if literally his whole body is facing this way, my head is this way.
perpendicular, nigga.
Perpendicular.
You know
That
it
is
took
the
me a minute.
Perpendicular. You know what perpendicular is,
yes,
right?
but it took me a minute.
So if you think about it, we are
Pull it
now
up, Ben.
look up perpendicular. I don't know what we looking up, but I call it the cross body.
Oh, no, I mean,
'cause
there is
technically
one that
it was
does
like a
call
cross,
it
and he
the
was across
cross.
my body.
I did. I
Oh.
think I.
Is it
keep
this?
going. Just type in perpendicular,
No,
nigga. God damn.
it wasn't that. It was a perpendicular sex position.
Sex position perpendicular.
I don't.
Just pull up the word perpendicular so we can see.
It looks like a stop. You know when you come to a crossroad and there's 4 different directions and 4 stoplights? That's perpendicular. Everything is a 90-degree angle.
That's why I didn't want to Google it. 'Cause
So
look at
this is, I told you, it's like a crossbody. So right here, perpendicular. My head is right here. His head is right here. His dick is inside of my vagina.
Was
Oh,
that-
yeah,
was
yeah.
that not-
So he's fucking me at this point, right? Just like that. And I'm like, damn, he hitting shit differently. I ain't never been fucked perpendicular like this before. And so he fucking me perpendicular.
He's what?
He fucking me perpendicular. It's like the crossbody. We gonna make it because I can't find it on motherfucking Google. None of these are it. He's fucking me perpendicular.
Perpendicular.
And do you know what I get to do for the very first time?
Perpendicularly?
Because I got little T-Rex arms, right? So
Touch your
normally,
pussy.
bitch, no, listen. Normally I can't reach from behind, but his ass is right on top now. So, bitch, mind you, real quick, I had rhinestones in my goddamn hands, so I had to finger him with my ring finger because I didn't want the rhinestones to be left in his booty
That's
hole.
not a bad reach, though.
So I literally, while he's fucking me perpendicular, I take my little finger and I start fingering that booty hole while he fucking me perpendicular. And I'm like, with my ring finger, right? Because I'm like, okay, I'm going to be respectful and not get rhinestones stuck in your booty. So this was actually really hard to do, but it made me so wet to know that I could literally have my finger in his ass while we fuck perpendicular.
Bet.
Can
And so-
someone add up how many times she said perpendicular? If
Because
you are
least
that is a
15.
big word,
If you
and
are
y'all
listening
be
to
getting on
this
me about
show,
words.
It's
Please,
preposterous.
give us the perpendicular count.
you're a hoe ass bitch.
Like if we do a drinking game,
Take a shot every time she says perpendicular.
fuck you. First off, also, yeah. So this whole time, and he fucked the shit out of me. It was one of them niggas that I was like, man, you forgot what it's like. And when we got done, I felt like I was okay to go another quarter without having sex. So I won't complain about not having sex for the next quarter, or for the next 2 or 3 months. But we on tour. I'm lying. I'm finna get some dick.
Hey.
But it was so good. Ladies, please let me know if you've ever had dick so good, you were like, oh shit, I'm good for a while. I don't need sex like that. That is what this sexcapade perpendicularly did for me.
can I just tell you what
What?
I just recorded Mandy for about 50 seconds and
What?
I wrote the caption to post this video, not to my feed, which I don't post on my feed a lot. I can't believe this is my perpendicular job. I'm literally going to buy my parents a home one day from the money of the show. And what's crazier is this is how we're going to make it.
Yeah.
It will be on a perpendicular street. I'm telling you, you could go 4 ways. A perpendicular street is going to be a stop sign at every corner.
Look at Weeze's reaction to.
First off, fuck her reaction, because she be coming in here talking about blood, cream pies, eating pussy, swapping shit. And I just look at her like...
No. It's because Mandy was like talking about how, okay, you guys can't see it, but Mandy starts talking about how he's moving forward for her ass. And she comes across the table and all I can
Bends
picture
over.
is an ass in my face. And so I'm like backing up like, ooh.
No,
She's
it
like, "And I
wasn't
can taste
my-
the baby wipes. But what?
But the flavor came off.
Y'all done?
You know what's a shameful thing that happens
really
on
honestly,
the
I'm
show?
happy
First
for you,
off,
for real.
fuck you, all of you, because for the last 3 months, I've just been coming in here crying. And mind you, so I tweeted
No,
about
that was great.
But I tweeted about this experience, and one of our listeners said, honestly, Mandy, without dick, you were very philosophical. So it's gonna suck that we're not gonna get those moments from you anymore. And so I'm
crazy.
like, damn, I'm really opening up to y'all
Wait till I start fucking again, bitch.
about how in 2020, I literally just was able to check new things off my sex list.
2 weeks in.
And y'all really sitting here laughing at me. Fuck y'all pussy
I don't think
assholes.
anybody was laughing. I think
Nah, you were laughing.
I was definitely laughing, but I'm happy for you.
This is a
Thank-
lighthearted
thank
day.
you,
You see
Eden.
what happens when you get fucked perpendicularly?
Listen, it was so great.
Still count these up, guys. What was I also going to say? I was recently thinking to myself something I thought was funny. So James, shout out to James, one of my really good friends, came on. I think it was number 26. He did an episode and he goes, you guys have whorephobia. You guys are all about non-kink shaming, but you shame each other. And I was like, this is actually true for everything on this show. Like, we really do our best to not be shamey. We only shame each other.
You be shaming.
Who?
Diaper boy photographer.
I didn't
Fire!
I troll.
You did troll.
I troll.
So why I can't just be trolling you? I just troll you. I don't be shaming you. Although you is nasty as fuck for eating blood. That shit is nasty. Like,
I thought you were talking about the breast.
I ain't gonna hold you. I just watched V-Wars.
What's that?
What is
It's-
V-Wars?
So
Vagina
y'all know
Wars?
I like sci-fi shit.
Oh, I thought it was like a
No,
porn.
it's about
But you don't believe in
vampires.
science.
Right. I like sci-fi, science fiction. It's science fake. Fiction is fake. That's how I used to know nonfiction from fiction.
Actually did not even put that together. I just was still thinking about perpendicular
Fiction is
shape.
fake.
I thought it was for me, but I realized it was for her.
Nonfiction is non-fake. Fiction is fake. And that's how I used to know what type of books and shit I like. And so I like science fiction, so it's science fake. And it was about vampires, and they like fed on blood. And I really thought of you the whole time.
Are you serious right now?
You do be liking blood though.
Bro, so my
If you got
period
a
started
cut,
this morning,
she'll
right?
probably suck it out. Oh, you're bleeding, lady. Like, are you one of those that like lick
No, bro.
your
I
scabs?
don't like blood. I just
lick
don't
your
let blood stop
scabs.
me from fucking. So I started my period yesterday. Okay, so here's a little backstory. I got back from Mexico, like a week ago or whatever. I don't know. Basically, I've been home for like 9 days, and I've spent 8 of them with Old Bay. Mind you, me and him were both talking shit about his boy who started dating Shorty. He was like, this nigga fucking falling in love, been with the bitch 6 days, talking about he cool, or whatever. And he and I were joking about it. And then I looked at me and I was like, wow, like I've really been at this nigga's house. And also like every night that we're together, it's this thing where it's like, oh, should I, like, we both don't know how to say, like, it's weird because you're like, are we spending too much time together? You know what I'm saying?
What is it? Friends are like angels.
Oh, fuck. Wow.
I want both of you to suck my dick from
And
the
then
back to
I
start.
go, no, it's
And
okay. Inside
secondly,
joke for our patrons.
That was a patron joke that we are never
I
going
know,
to
that's what I
repeat.
just
Oh
said.
my
It's an inside joke for the
God.
patrons.
She
If
read
y'all-
that card very well.
If
by the
y'all
way.
really want to get into the inside jokes that we may have.
No, it's not
on-
funny.
Okay, well, just
This is the
become
first
a
time I'm going
patron,
to say,
goddammit.
don't fucking join.
Patreon.com/Whoreible
I went off on
Decisions.
that episode. I listened to myself and I was like, oh, wow, this is bad. Oh, because I was telling him about how emotional it got and how it was a great episode, right? I was like, yo, Mandy shared this thing and people are responding. He was like, oh, I want to hear it.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
no, bitch, you can't listen. You got to cut it off after 10 minutes. Oh, the audio. But
Damn, look at this. Your Bluetooth. So anyway, long story short, last night was supposed to be the night that we were separate. And I called that nigga. I was like, yo, I see a little blood. My period about to start tomorrow. And he was like, sound like it started right now. I was like, nah, it didn't start yet. Fuck. Right? So I thought we were going to fuck. We got too tired. This morning I wake up. It's like full stream ahead, right? So I was like, yo.
look, he must have heard his, and I didn't even say his name. Sorry. The nigga that just fucked me and all them in PerpenDICKular and shit.
His ears were ringing.
He just texted me.
Wow.
Well, he actually just called me, and I'm like,
Change his
sorry,
name.
we're recording.
PerpenDICKular.
His name is definitely
PerpenDICKular.
So basically, this morning I wake up, I'm bleeding, right? And I'm like, okay. So I said to him, like, yo, I don't think I'm going to stay over tonight because, like, I think I'm about to bleed a lot. Like, I'm cramping a lot. And he was like, nigga, you can't put a diaper on or something? Like, the fuck? And so I'm like, no, like, I really feel like I can't come over. And it's not because I feel like I'm going to bleed too much. It's because I'm absolutely going to want him to fuck me. And I feel bad because I know that not everybody's comfortable with it. We do like a last day of my period fuck. He's not the type of nigga to go full day. But I have a lot of cramps right now and I need dick. And I just don't want to get into our first argument about me needing to be fucked.
So you just laid the towel down.
Right. So I said that shit when he was like, I was like, we can still fuck. He was like, nigga, we're not fucking on my sheets. I said, don't you have them dark towels for a reason? And he gave me this look like, bitch, you
Right.
serious?
Oh, no? Oh.
dark
And I'm like,
towels.
I don't see the problem.
You know what? Now I never want a dark towel when I go to anyone's house at this point.
What are they for?
White towel, please.
But
What do you mean? What are they
what's
for?
wrong-
They're not to lay down for nasty sex. I guarantee you, that's what dark towels are not made
can
for.
I be totally honest here?
All right.
I have bought like 2 burgundy towels. All of my towels are white.
Why
Why?
they gotta be
Because I steal them
burgundy?
from hotels. But honestly,
Could have just done the black.
no. I don't know, whatever. But when I went into Target last and got my 2 burgundy towels, I felt like anyone who comes over knows that those aren't
The cashier's
towels.
like,
Yeah, it's your period, bitch. Like, this ain't a color scheme thing. Not to mention, in my bathroom, like, the towels are rolled up and you can grab one from the top.
That's cool.
And so my homegirl came over, we got fucking smacked, and she was like, bitch, I need to take a shower. Where are your towels? I'm like, they're up. So she goes to the bathroom, like, don't use the red ones! And she laughed so hard.
You're
son.
really disgusting.
You put your normal towels with the burgundy towels?
I'm not saying they were bled on currently. I'm
No,
just
I mean,
saying
yeah.
that they have a purpose. So don't use them for regular bathing, for me to fuck on.
Okay, guys, and if you guys decide to fuck on closer to the last day of your period, maybe you should get brown towels. You're disgusting.
Maybe.
Is that
You are, so blood be turning brown towards
Oh,
the
well,
end.
no,
No, it
yeah.
doesn't turn.
It's
well,
like
it's
old blood.
But that's why I'm saying black
So it
makes
ain't
more
really
sense.
red. Right, I be
It'll be a
thinking,
different shade.
Look, Eden.
okay, we're not gonna have an ombre fucking towel. Let's not go through the fucking
That's what
colors
I'm
of
saying,
blood
do black.
depending on the cycle you're on. This is fucking gross.
I will just say, I really have no issue at all. Like, I just don't, like, it's just, I just look up. I look at him. I don't switch positions often on my period because I don't want to, like, pull out and then see it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's in there, it's fucking in there.
Wait, are
Like,
you freaked out by blood? No joke.
no.
Oh, okay.
Mandy is.
Oh, okay. That makes more
fucking
sense.
freaked out.
But also, I've seen this happen to my body before. I don't know, every month, so it doesn't freak me out.
I mean, even when my gums bleed when I brush my teeth,
And I like to
get a
get
little
dick every
cringy
day.
by that too. Like,
You know? And honestly, I haven't sucked his dick till he came yet. And I feel like now I'm going to have to do it this week, but I'm going to be horny as shit. Like, I'm one of those dick suckers where it's like, all right, my turn. Like, I want to fuck now. But Yeah, I mean, someone's gonna have to sacrifice a towel, and if I need to go buy a new one for him, I absolutely can do that. I have no issues
For
whatsoever.
everyone listening to the show who is friends of Wheezy, just know,
I don't see a problem.
don't use her goddamn towel. Bring your own towel.
Bring your own towels
own
out
towel.
of Weezy's house.
BYOT to Weezy's house. You ain't shit. All right, so we're gonna get into the horrible decision, guys. We're gonna go down.
Oh, we
some
ain't
of these.
done?
No, we're gonna do some of the. We're gonna round up of the weirdest kinks that we may or may not have left out over the last 3 years. This is
Bitch, you were the horrible decision.
No, you shut the goddamn hell up. That was actually a part of our last kink of the week.
Perpendicular.
We're gonna go.
Mandy
fuck
wants
you.
to hit this outline. That's why she's
I do want to hit this goddamn outline. We won't have
But
time
can
for
I just tell you why you're not
but
going
we
to
can
hit
do
it?
this.
We tried to do this outline
You shut
3 times.
Can you mute her mic? Thank you.
We've actually
So
been
the
recording an
horrible-
hour and didn't hit the
The
outline.
horrible decision for this week, we are going to round up the weirdest kinks that we may or may not have left out over the years. I am going to do this alphabetically. It's only a few of them. So and I want you to guess what they are. Don't look at the goddamn outline, ho.
I'm not.
Oh, okay. I know you're not.
It's looking at
Because you
a
don't
dick
give a
pic.
fuck about the outline. That's why I know you're not looking at it. So it is apotemnophilia.
Patomophilia.
Apotemnophilia.
Patomophilia.
Yes. Apotemnophilia. Yep. What you think it is?
Say it, Weezy.
Not weed, because pot.
No, Weezy.
No,
Say it, Weezy.
Something with a body part.
Yes. Or lack thereof. It is the arousal to oneself as an amputee.
Oh my God!
Oh, you getting good.
Okay,
well,
keep going, keep going.
We ain't gonna learn this shit no more because we're gonna be done with it. You getting good 3 years later, bitch. You
I
don't
did
get
that
a
on
cookie.
the episode with Ashley, who was in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Maybe.
So the next one is, and again, this is something that's just so weird. It's just like, we just never brought it the fuck up. Chasmophilia or chasmophilia. It's CH. I don't know.
I think it's like the chastity thing. So it's like an attraction to like fucking virgins or people that can't fuck, or maybe the cage fuck.
Ooh, no, you're wrong. So this is the arousal to caverns, crevices, and valleys.
Oh.
Right.
That's a dub.
That is, but so I was
Crevices?
thinking, is it crevices like the Grand Canyon or like when a bitch got rolls?
I think it's like when you like to fuck an armpit.
Right.
Oh,
that's a crevice.
Okay, that
Is
could
a
be what
valley
it
an actual place, or can it be something on your? Is a valley?
is. Can a
also-
valley be in a person?
Look that up.
Is something on your body? Can something on your body be described as a valley?
If it isn't, we gotta cut this out because it sounds dumb as fuck.
No, I want them to hear you sound dumb as fuck.
You just
let
asked the
them,
question
you
too.
let me sound
Okay, don't
dumb
worry
as
about it
fuck.
because Mandy knows. Is it or isn't it?
Bitch, that's why we Googling.
Doesn't seem like it.
It doesn't.
Okay.
So we're talking about the Grand Canyon. Goddamn it,
But a crevice makes sense. The crevice is like
crevice. But
Yeah.
caverns,
It's
can
like
a body
when I
have a
used to do the
cavern?
hot dog
Oh, like a
thing
cavern is like
when I
a
was
cave, though,
virgin.
right?
I used to
Your
stick
pussy
the
could be
dick
a cave.
in, but not in my pussy. It would just be between the thighs.
Your pussy is like a cave. There's different walls inside the cave.
The baseball mound specifically, I've heard. I really like that analogy.
So the next one, let's see if you get this one. This, again, guys, these are ones that we're just like, us bringing this up. What the fuck is this? This one, I'm interested to know if you know, is climacophilia.
The eyeball licking one?
Nope.
No, I don't know that.
This one we haven't had yet. So stop thinking we
But I
haven't
did
had
the
it.
amputee one, I think.
I wasn't here for that, bitch. So that's why it's on here. Bitch, I don't remember us talking about it.
Can I take a guess?
Take a guess. Climacophilia.
It's like weather.
Oh, so you thought I said climate? No, nigga. I said climacophilia. Climacophilia.
I love how Mandy acts like she knows it before it
She's
got in her
smarticle
head.
and shit.
No, bitch. Anyway, like, bitch.
What is it? You gonna guess? So this one, guys,
Stealing shit like a...
a klepto.
That's a klepto, yeah.
No.
She said club feel.
I ain't say none of that. So this one, guys, is really weird, and I want to warn anyone at home who tries this. This is the arousal to falling downstairs.
Whoa.
Oh, I saw
This
that.
could be dangerous if you get into, again, the rabbit hole on Pornhub. This is a thing. And people do also fuck on stairs a lot. But there is some sort of arousal to falling down the stairs. Now, you know don't put Pornhub up on because of YouTube.
Nah, fuck it. Put it up.
No, bitch.
Oh, because we can't monetize.
We already don't monetize because we say fuck, nigga, shit, retard, midget, all this bullshit.
Hold on, Andrew.
We ain't never gonna get money on
Andrew
goddamn
gets
YouTube.
stupid paid from YouTube. So I know.
Right. I mean, calm down. You couldn't see it. It was just the audio. If y'all look it up,
Falling down air orgasm.
Well, I found big boob teen fuck him so hard he falls downstairs. So
I can't find
I
falling
think
down.
that
that is a shit. I'm telling you, there's rabbit holes to end up on. You just have to word it right. The next one, I'm interested if any of y'all know. Again, another weird one. You see
Sorry,
it?
I don't want to go back and digress, but if you put downstairs, that's actually kind of like a code.
Then there's codes to this shit.
Okay, because I see people falling down because their tits are too big. That's pretty good.
Yeah, well, people.
Cue paraplegic wheels downstairs.
Listen, it's just
but let me see it.
It's some shit, bro. It's some goddamn shit. If y'all have a long night where maybe you just can't fall asleep, this is something I recommend. It's fine.
Stop keep calling to suck my dick, niggas listening downstairs.
No, that is not about falling downstairs. The next one, do y'all know? Lithophilia.
Lithium.
Bitch, no.
Lithium.
Lithophilia. Lithophilia. Litho.
Like a muscle something?
No. This one is the arousal to stone and gravel. So I did think about this because there was this one porn I just watched and they was fucking in a car garage. And technically there's a lot of gravel
litho
around.
means stone.
Right? Does it? Litho does mean stone? Again, you got to think of the Latin root, bitch. The Latin root.
Because I do it very good looking. I'm saying so it should make
the Latin root of these words.
Very hard to making me think two language. I speak one language. I'm learning English.
I hate you so much. So we have 3 more. Melissaphilia. And no, it has nothing to do with Melissa's.
Damn, I like the Melissa's
Okay, hold
too.
on. Melissaphilia.
Melissaphilia,
Something
bitch.
with malice.
No, bitch. That is not how this Latin root shit works. So Melissaphilia, for those of you who are curious, or maybe your name is Melissa, it is the arousal to bees and wasps.
Ugh,
now, I know we've talked about
Oh my God, that's like 90 Day Fiance. Right now, there's 2
you're lying.
beekeepers that met. No
Wait,
bullshit.
beekeepers? You're lying. Oh,
There's
here
2
we go. I didn't know this.
Okay, so you got Anna and you got Marcel.
How do they talk?
Through WhatsApp translator. That's actually no joke.
Up.
You're lying.
Bro, it's one of the funniest scenes ever because basically they had to break up because he's from Turkey. He moved to like Wisconsin. His parents don't know she had kids. She's like, if you don't tell them I have kids, we're not getting married. So he told the family she had kids and they're breaking up through and crying over WhatsApp translator. She's like, ah! And then he starts crying. But they met on a beekeeper group on Facebook. And I think it was a beekeeper sex group. Because
that would make sense.
I just can't see.
Just beekeeper groups?
Like, I like getting stung. I like the feeling.
I wonder if it's the buzzing, if it's the colors about them, if they
It's the
include
colors.
honey. Because I do like honey,
Okay,
bitch.
bro.
I put honey on the dick. I ain't even going to hold you. So the last one, I wonder if I think we may have talked about these last 2 ones. Nebulophilia. You know what that one is?
Nebulophilia.
You're close. You're not really close. You're like
Aliens?
warm. No, it's not aliens. So it is the arousal to fog.
How is
How was he close?
I mean, because that's like climate and shit. Stars and he said stars and
it sounds like sci-fi.
You done? You finished? Actually, a lot of sci-fi shows do start off and it be foggy.
That's crazy. I just
done?
realized what you just said.
See, like, you know how we talked about shaming and trolling?
Fake.
I think this is shaming.
Fiction means fake.
This is
I'm
gaslighting.
Like, science fake.
Is this gaslighting?
Making a bitch think they're
What is
crazy.
she doing right now? But she's making me.
Yeah.
It's judgy.
This is gaslighting.
It's judgy. Goddammit. And the last one is stygiophilia, which is the arousal to the thought of hellfire and damnation. And I attach that to maybe fucking these niggas with devil dick, because I feel like we are going back dealing with niggas we shouldn't, and it should be a sin, which means we are going to hell if we continue fucking this motherfucker. So that is the last of the kink of the week. Do you want to run through a home mail, or what's our minute mark, baby?
We're pretty far in. We're an hour in.
I mean, we can do this home mail if you want.
Let's talk these hoes. 5 more minutes. Benson,
we didn't
get the camera off. Fuck it. But we
no,
don't talk
we
this
didn't get
hoe.
to do. So this home mail is fairly long, but I'm gonna read it to where y'all like can grasp what's going on. But her question is where it's just like, bitch, we'll see. So the title is "Here for the Dick, No Drama." Hi, Weezy and Mandy. I love your show and listen to y'all every day at work. I'm obsessed. Weezy, you're my fave and think you're hilarious. I don't think she's that funny, but cool. I wanted to share my story and maybe get some of your. So was that shady gaslighting or
No, it's
trolling?
because Mandy thinks I'm And
No,
a lot of people find it funny.
See, here you go, bringing the R word back in.
Okay.
Anyways,
Right.
I wanted to share my story and maybe get some of your input on the situation. So, guys, this is one of those very long emails, but not too long. But you guys need to hear these details. So I'm going to read it so that y'all can follow along. So I am 31 and happily married as a newlywed. We've been swinging for a few years now, and it took over a year to get comfortable and really open up with the lifestyle. But now we are 100% secure with each other and ourselves, and the way we approach the lifestyle is open communication and full transparency. When we first started the lifestyle, we went to a sex club with my best friend and her boyfriend/baby daddy. We had no idea what it was or what to expect. We just thought we were all sexual people, and it sounds like fun. We did nothing with each other that night and just laughed about the experience we had. After that exposure, we slowly started to get comfortable and wrap our heads around the idea of swinging. Did some research, kept talking about it, and eventually we fucked beside each other at one point. Then went to more sex clubs together and did some soft swaps, but didn't really full swap until over a year after the first sex club experience. We did foursomes, threesomes, and we even did girl on girl, which was mostly for the guys to get turned on, but it was still super hot and we both liked it. Fast forward to mid-2019. My best friend, who is supposed to be my ride or die, right, bitch, we literally talked every day to each other and everything, and I had a falling out. She was also my bridesmaid in my wedding. She didn't end up going to my wedding. She even convinced another bridesmaid who was close with me not to go to my wedding as well because of the fallout. We didn't even really hash it out and haven't spoken to each other since. After all that drama and after the wedding,
She fucked your nigga?
y'all ready? Calm down. Her boyfriend/baby daddy and my husband still remained friends because the guys think that girl drama is stupid and don't give a fuck about and don't give a fuck and would
I'm not mad at that.
and from time to time we'll meet up and smoke blunts and whatever. So recently, my husband had to grab off her baby daddy and asked me to come along and smoke a blunt with them. Her baby daddy brought up how we used to swing and how fun it was and how much he missed all the shit that we used to do.
Bitch, you fucked her nigga with your nigga?
Bitch, he even suggested, at this point, him and my ex-best friend are not together, she says. But he even suggested that we have a threesome. And I felt weird about it because of the whole situation with his baby mom being my ex-best friend. It also seems complicated and I didn't want the drama.
Did they already fuck?
Here's the question. Anyways, this is where we come in.
No, I mean like before.
Yes, they ended up doing a full swap before. Anyways, my hoe ass decided to DM him that same night. Around 1 to 2 a.m., here she goes. I've been drinking with one of my girlfriends and was thinking about it all night. And of course he was down. He came through, we fucked when my man came home, and we did our thing and we had a crazy and amazing wild ass threesome. I just want to add that I knew it was wrong, but that's what made me want to do it even more. It turned me on knowing that I'm fucking your baby daddy and don't even know, bitch. Plus, fucked over when it was my wedding, the most important day of my life, and you couldn't be there because you're a selfish ass bitch and we've been friends for over 15 years.
Does her friend,
Here we go.
You know, friends share a podcast. Is she going to hear this?
I don't know. So here's the question. Am I fucked up for fucking her baby daddy? We are still DMing each other and are wanting to do it again. Should I stop now before things take a left turn or do it again? Thanks for listening, ladies. Might I add, his dick is big and good.
That's just like a nice, like, you know,
dick is
PS.
big and good.
Thanks
PS.
for listening. I won't add the PS.
And PerpenDICKular. Why won't you add the PS?
No.
Oh, wait, never mind. She said, P.S. If you do decide to read this shit, can you make sure it's the podcast that's on the Apple Podcast app? Bitch, her best friend probably goddamn listened.
Wow!
That was her P.S.
Yo,
Signed, your loyal, avid listener.
Well, bitch, I don't know how loyal you are now.
I don't know if you
See,
and your
like, you
friend
turn
both listen
any
to the show.
Yeah.
So,
Can I be honest?
Be honest. You have to be honest. That's what this show is about, honesty and
Be
communication.
horrible.
And you think because they fucked before, it's okay that she's fucking him still?
Yeah. But
Okay.
there is this.
Do you know why I feel like different?
I feel like she's doing it obviously
Out of
because she's
spite.
hurt.
But she said that the dick is big and good too, so she's also still getting enjoyment out of it. I'll tell you, as someone who's had threesomes with someone where
15 years is a long
I joined
time.
someone or I had someone join me in a threesome, if those two went out outside of the threesome, you know, model that we introduced all of each other to, I do feel some type of way.
But it's a different thing because her man's friends with him. It's someone that's already been in her life.
I ain't gonna lie. To have a nigga that's gonna let you get fucked by another nigga,
Oof.
bitch, not many other people are gonna
send me
sign
a picture
on.
of what you look like.
No, why you always want to see it?
Because
Why?
we don't share it.
But why you want to see? What it matter? What it matter what she
You
look
don't
like?
need a visual?
I make my own. The same way when I read goddamn all these sex books, I create my own.
Zane.
I want to know what that nigga look like.
I ain't gonna lie. That's why
She said, "Can you please post it to the Apple podcast?"
She said. So
you
I
do
wonder
want
if
her
her
to know.
I wonder if her best
So
friend listens.
now it is kind of wrong.
You
But
think
also-
you think because it's spiteful?
So here's the thing. I don't know why they fell out, but I will at least say
Right.
this. I think that this is a high level of like maliciousness and pettiness when actually, can I say that because you did pull people out of her wedding?
She did. So she
Which
was
is
petty.
really,
so this
really,
is
really
that's
petty,
really
too.
and that's the most
And to
important
be
day of her
left
life.
in a wedding without two people just like
That were supposed to be a part of the wedding. That's a lot.
it's the same level of petty.
So you think that as long as you match the level of petty, we can excuse shit? I want to know because this is the rationale you giving. If you match the petty, it's okay.
Tit for tit.
Bueno.
I'll say to me,
I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying like
I just think that if
She's
you
fucked him
if you
before.
and your husband are in this, realm to where you're swinging, of all the niggas, you can go get another nigga. You can go to a sex club and find another partner.
Right.
To me, it is just malicious. And if they said that they don't want to get in between girl shit, I think it's petty also for your husband to even agree to do this. Personally, I think that if he wanted to stay out of girl drama, this, if it gets out, is now going to involve everybody in this
Right.
girl drama. So as men, if you don't want to be involved in girl shit, to me, this is something that if it gets out, y'all are now a part of the goddamn pettiness, dramaness, because y'all shouldn't have done this shit either.
But I think like she wants the pettiness. I think the pettiness gets. She
right,
wants
which
to
is just
fuck.
like, goddamn, I want to know
That's
how
the
old you
lube,
are.
yo.
Well, she's married and been doing this for a while. So I would assume maybe early 30s, mid 30s. That's most of our demographic.
The pettiness is the lube. in
Not
that
the
situation.
pettiness is the lube. Shut your goddamn.
It
cut,
is,
your,
yo.
cut your goddamn
well,
mic off. Yeah.
no, she said that's the part that like turns her on.
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying.
I want to ask you, have you ever had sex out of spite and it felt good though? Cause I've had like, I know even a mutual friend of ours, when her and the nigga broke up, I feel like he tried to fuck all of her friends. And I felt like he only tried to fuck all of us. And I think he even tried to fuck you, fuck me. He tried to fuck all of us out of spite.
Who? Oh, he did.
And so to me, look, there was a silence. He did. But even with him trying to come on to us, I knew you just trying to fuck us to make her feel bad. I just want to know.
Here's the thing. I actually don't care about like sharing niggas. Like I don't care if a girl,
I don't care about sharing niggas, but
Like,
when
I
you
don't
fuck
care if
out
you
of
fuck
spite,
a guy that I used to
but
fuck.
fucking
Like,
out of spite is different than
but
sharing.
I was gonna say a spiteful fuck. Oof, no. You know who? What that happened
to
to me
me-
though because
No, wrong side, dummy.
wrong way.
so when
Oh
I was like, and I found. Did you know that?
no, I didn't know that.
Bitch, tell me how that shit
And
came
bitch,
out
we
on
friends,
accident.
and I ain't know that.
That shit came out on accident,
So-
and it was. I was like, what?
So
I was like, okay. I know that happened because there was an old trick that I fucked, and I was like, okay, well maybe that's why. But I was like, well, mine wasn't spite, so does it weigh the same?
So that's what I wanted to ask. Because they're doing it in secret, is it really out of spite if the other person doesn't know? How do you feel like you're doing it in spite?
Yeah, you can spite
when you're
someone
not,
if they don't know.
But
Yes,
you're
you
not
can.
hurting the other person.
I believe you can.
You believe that spite
Because you
can
got
come-
the one up. That's all that counts. Ego. It's ego.
I
I fucked your bitch. You don't need to fucking know, but like I know. Like that's the one up I got on you.
Which is crazy because I feel like that's where if you bring up the one up, that's where a lot of we've had the conversations to where you let your man know who you fucked before.
But see, the other
their
part
friends
about
can
it
let them
is
know.
it spiteful when one, they've already done it. Her baby daddy knows about it. Like you got a whole nigga. I don't know.
Right.
Obviously, it's
and
fucked
they're
up.
broken up now. The baby daddy
I
and
don't
the
think the
best
broken
friend.
up part counts. But so I think there's the thing that is a big deal here, and it's how much of a friend should I be when you're not my friend anymore?
Right.
That is really what it comes down to. I think the biggest deal that we could do that as people is just not tell secrets. Like I don't think it's fair to when
Yeah.
you stop being friends, tell secrets. Other than that, I kind of don't care. I
I
really
agree.
expect much more. Because to me, if I was your friend when I told you something, please at least keep that part private. You know what I mean? Like, even if you hate me now, at least hold up to that part. Other than that, I kind of don't care about anything else. And I don't expect anything from anyone. The only thing I expect is just don't tell secrets. You could tell people you hate me. You could tell people whatever. But, like, if there's really in-depth shit,
Right.
then that.
Her question was subjective, but she even said, my hoe ass. So are you wrong? Subjectively, yes. But someone may not think you're wrong either because, you know, tit for tat. Before we get out of here, I do want to let you guys know we are approaching our March shows. So come and pull up Charlotte. March 3rd, 4th. I'm lying. March 4th. We are in Charlotte, North Carolina. Then March 7th, we are in Orlando, Florida, our hometown. We need everyone in the gun state to pull the motherfucker up to the Orlando Improv. We are going to be March 20th in Atlanta, Georgia. We are March 21st in New Orleans and March 27th in Toronto. For our West Coast April dates, we are in San Francisco, LA, and hopefully by now we are able to announce our Vegas venue. Regardless, make sure you go to HouribleDecisions.com. You can check the description for this episode, HouribleDecisions.com. Get your tickets now. Pull the fuck up. Also, we're leaving you guys with a 5-minute clip for those of you who have not, you know, listened yet or become a patron. We give 3 fucking bonus
Don't
episodes
listen
every
to
month.
the Friend Angel holiday
Yep, listen
card.
to the Friend
Make sure
Angel
you listen
one.
to that one
That is
especially.
the best one to listen to
My
because that's
favorite.
where we reference the friends are angels. And some other shit. We talk about, you know, just, I'm not going to tell y'all, but tune in, become patrons at patreon.com/horrible decisions. A lot of you are still writing us. You're not popping up on Patreon. It's because we share porn, not our porn, but we share different porns. The community is very sex positive. And so because of these reasons, it is an 18+ forum. So you have to search patreon.com/horrible decisions to become a patron. Again, we're going to leave you with a 5-minute bonus clip. I want to thank all of y'all for continuing to support us. And we hope that y'all love the growth and what we're trying to do with this goddamn show. Thank you guys for supporting us. This has been yet another episode of Horrible Decisions. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.